Hey, everybody. Welcome to, normally this is just the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel, but today we're pulling a Bailey Sarian and who knows what else. So it isn't Murder Makeup Monday, Mystery Monday. It's just me. But she puts her makeup on while she's talking and doing her thing. So that's what's happening today. Trying to pull everything together. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, things fell apart this morning. I told you guys, I've told you guys that rather than pay rent to somebody somewhere that I don't know, I moved into my parents' house and I help with their medical bills. So I have my own little area. There's a great big bathroom up here with a separate toilet. So I turned it into kind of a kitchen. It's kind of like a tiny house. As far as sorry, I'm just going to talk here. Thank you. So it's like a tiny house where you've got like the bathtub and the kitchen stuff are all like close to each other. It's fine. It's safe. I keep everything spotlessly clean. Don't forget, I am a germaphobe. Really? Okay, I forgot my hair clip. I'll be right back. I will get to the readings, I promise. I do have the questions. They're down in the description box. It's just going to take me a bit to get to them. Thank you, guys. So, anyway, well, that bathroom really isn't set up to be a kitchen, and there's an outlet in there that has a breaker in it. One of those things. And I have in there, I had a mini fridge and a toaster oven, Keurig, a kettle, and everything was fine. But no biggie, I got the mini fridge secondhand. It was actually belonged to my sister and brother-in-law. Well, one of my sisters and brother-in-laws, because that's the thing. I've got family all around. All right, so here we are. Fine. Well, the breaker, the fridge that finally died or was dying, and it must have messed up that breaker outlet. Fair enough. I remember I talked to one of my brother-in-laws, and he was saying that oh, by the way, yes, and I did break my mirror, so the only little mirror I've got is this little tiny thing here. So he was saying that it's no big deal to just replace it, that he had to replace the one in his kitchen island like 2 or 3 times. No biggie. All right. Oh, if you're wondering okay, since we're doing the makeup thing, this is the instant age rewind eraser concealer. Cool ivory. Anyway, so sorry, I can't even see the chat. Today's just a complete mess, but I'm here and we're going to do this. So anyway, so he's replaced the one in his island 2 or 3 times. He said, no big deal. I said, okay. So I got myself a replacement. Fine. And it came in. And last night, my other brother-in-law and sister were having dinner with my parents downstairs. And after a while, I decided to go down and ask my brother-in-law if he would help me with this outlet, to replace this outlet, because I've never done that. And he has. So anyway, so he comes upstairs. I turn off all the breakers and everything. He comes upstairs. I get my sun lamp, make it as bright as possible, and he tries to undo this thing. All right. Now, where this thing is, it isn't just it isn't just like a regular, like an outlet like that one. It's not just like that. No, nay. There's a great big long mirror above the built-in mirror. There's one of those great big mirrors above the kitchen, not the kitchen, the bathroom vanity. Because there's the whole area is like big enough to have two sinks, but it only has one. So now I've got this other space, and I have these racks that I set up. So I took the racks down, and they cut an oval in the great big mirror to have this outlet there. And I don't know what they were doing, because my brother-in-law was just like, "You've got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous." Because he tried and tried and tried and tried, and you should see the state of the outlet he pulled out of that wall when he finally got it out, because somehow, don't know how, they had managed to, it was the metal case that it sits in, the lip was sitting up at a certain angle, and magic, they managed to get it in there, because you couldn't get it out with, he's finally started bending down the bottom of the metal box it sits in to try to get this thing out. Meanwhile, trying not to crack the mirror around it, because you crack that mirror, you got to replace the whole thing. This is going on. Fine. Okay. So this is L'Oreal's Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a Powder. There you go. So he finally is able to wrench the old one out of there. And I had got a 15 amp breaker thing. He's finally able to yank this thing out. We look really closely through all the way everything's scraped up. It's a 20. It's a 20 amp. It's like, okay, fine. So he couldn't help me anymore. He goes, I order a 20 amp, and I find a way to make it to come this morning without, destroying me financially. All right. I get it this morning. So I start pulling it together. Father comes up to help, to at least keep an eye on things, double check what I've done, since I've never done it before. So my dad's there, and he's trying to light things, and it was great. It was great spending some time with my dad like that, and he's my dad, so he's just, he got his phone out, and he was being the flashlight, and and it was great. So that was nice. All right, so turns out had to bend the metal box even more, and more, and then more, and then fought this thing, and fought this thing, and fought this thing, and was very gentle with the actual outlet itself. When I try to shimmy it in, no, it doesn't work. Okay, shimmy it out. Can it go? No. Okay. And then try to fix it and then gently shimmy. Okay. So it was definitely going back and forth a little bit, but not harshly. So we get this thing. Finally get it in. Yes. Two things. Turns out my sister, who was here last night having dinner with my parents, this morning she woke up with fever and chills. So yeah. My mother has COPD. We're all vaccinated, but I don't know if any of us have gotten the booster yet. So anyway, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm just, after I know I had ordered a test, and so I would just have one, and that's going to be delivered at some point. But apparently, I can use, I don't know if it's, I can try DoorDash or something to try to get some tests, but it's going to take a day or two until, if I have it, I'm going to show any symptoms or anybody else is. This is Maybelline's Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner in black. So there's that. And so I just have to wait. And I'm worried about my parents, of course, because, do the math. I just turned 50, and I'm the youngest. Now, the sort of good news is that, well, sort of good news, we are vaccinated. The other thing is that I was on the edge of the aviation industry for a really long time. Ooh, show and tell. Hang on. And because my mother has COPD, I got some of this. I have a number of these canisters. As a matter of fact, I've showed my parents how to use them, and I have spares in the basement. And this is what it says. It's oxygen. It's very, very light because it's just oxygen. And you put this over your mouth and your nose. Okay? Sorry, like this. Over your mouth. And you just hit the trigger and you breathe in. And you get a full, heavy duty oxygen. Got those around the house in case of emergencies, or, if somebody's having a little bit of trouble, but they're, obviously I don't have, you can't use it if it's like CPR or something, but thank you guys. But, anything that might help, I want to have. So anyway, this doesn't have a label direct. Oh, no, it does at the moment. I find that this type of lengthening fiber mascara, it has various names. It comes under various names. The way that I find it actually is I just look at Amazon for fiber mascara, and I look for this cap, because this copper cap with this black oval, it's the same stuff, but it'll come under different names. It's great. So anyway. Sarah just spent 2 weeks at like death's door. Luckily, she survived, but she was so sick, and it's gonna take her a long time to recover. And this virus is nasty. I mean, it really is. Now, the other thing I have not talked about very much on this channel is that I love, actually, there was one commenter, somebody one day who thought they were outing me or something. They're like, she lives with her parents and she didn't finish college. Yeah. Guess what? I live with my parents. And you know what? I didn't finish college. I came close. I came within a few credits, but I had severe fibromyalgia back in the early 90s when, doctors would only tell you that it was all in your head. And I had severe, it was awful. I was in pain every day. I still have a couple of canes in the basement because I'd have trouble walking some days. My my legs would hurt, my joints would hurt. I couldn't function. It was a nightmare. And and then, that came along with all the fun stuff like the IBS and stuff like that, like laying on the floor of the bathroom, like screaming in pain. Between the fibro and that, it was a nightmare. I couldn't finish college. And I was so angry in my early 20s because it just, like, my whole future just looked like it was just collapsing down into just blackness. Now, basically what I figured out over time, well, over the next decade, no thanks to doctors at the time, was that basically I can't eat anything high on the food chain. I don't. It's like my mitochondria don't have enough energy or something. And that isn't exactly how it works, but I just found that if I didn't eat anything high on the food chain and I took supplements to help my fibro, to help my mitochondria, it made, thank you, well-being and health, thank you. I just found that if I changed my diet and I took these supplements, I was so much better. Because I used to take this muscle relaxant, Paraffin Forte or something like that, these thick green circle little pills. And I was taking so many of these things, the pharmacist used to, like, just pick up his bottle and just slap a label on it. So I was really sick for a long time. I was in pain for a long time, every day. So then I ran across this study of this this doctor in Spain who had done tests with using certain over-the-counter supplements and was having great success with it. So between becoming vegan, that helped a lot. And then I started taking these supplements. Look at me. Also, I do know, in general, I fight my weight constantly because the less I weigh, the less I hurt. That was always the case. So, oh, that's right. I haven't taken my pills this morning. I didn't do anything this morning besides fight that and calm people down and try to fight an outlet. And I haven't had coffee and breakfast or, yeah. So Anyway, this stuff always I don't know how, it always ends up gets in my mouth and on the back of my teeth. It's the weirdest thing. This is Maybelline's. I can always wipe off the wand before I put it back in the container. I don't know if it really does cut down on germs, but I liked it. So this is Maybelline's Super Stay Matte. Very hard to see. There, Super Stay Matte ink. And the color is, I label mine Inspirer. This is my go-to. It matches my skin tone. I need a Q-tip. I'll be right back. The stuff really stays well, but when you first put it on, you have got to make sure it. You gotta get it off your teeth. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that'll dry and it'll stay. It's actually hard to get off later on in the day, but anyway. So the blush I was using was L'Oreal's Age Perfect Radiant Satin Blush. The color is Peony. That's actually it's the only blush I use. So everyone, that's what that is. I really should go get my supplements. I'll have to find the article. I'll have to find it was an actual medical, it was in a medical journal. I have to go find out. I have to go look for it. Because I'm not giving medical advice. No. I'm not qualified for that. But it's CoQ. I know this. It's CoQ10. I'd have to go with the pill bottles, and that's a whole other level of disruption. But thank you guys. Thank you. So, anyone who's wondering, these are the double-sided stickers I use to they just peel off and they go in here. And there's these little things, like there's a flat side and there's a rounded side. The rounded side goes toward the base of the base of the nail, except on the thumbs. It just fits better if you put the flat. It doesn't matter, but it's all these little things you have to do. So anyway, now I got my health back. I cannot express to you how much pain I was in for so long, how much fear I have of getting sick again. But, I've survived it before. I could survive it again. So it isn't just COVID, but long COVID that scares me more than I can even tell you. Because I've had my entire life collapse. And my future looked like a black hole. So, but my borrow trouble. Come with me while I grab today's. Thank you, Colleen. Come with me. I'm going to grab today's overlay. This is going to look weird for a minute. Actually, wait, let me do it this way. Share entire screen. Why not? No, Chrome tab. I think the one I want is 21 overlays. Yeah, I think I want this one. All right, let's share. All right, I have so many. I have so many overlays and whatnot that, like, if I go here, I started having to. Nope, not view as a grid. I just want to see all your designs. I started having to create covers that actually say when it's from, because Canva won't let me organize these by like alphabetically, or yeah, it's quite frustrating. But here we are. Anyway, so this one's overlays. Go in here. Grid view. These are various things I've tried. I was looking at some black and orange ones that would actually say black and orange. I've created these to often separate them out by day of the week, certain dominant colors, but then I also get caught up in trying different things. But this morning, I was looking at using this. I have 92 here. 92 of these images. Come on, finish loading. So hello. That's odd. All right, let's do this then. Get rid of it. Paste it. Does that help? No. All right. This is a first. The one day I want to share this, and the images just on that are particularly not showing up. Is that one I made the other day? It was lovely. All right, let's look for this. View more by this person. Retro keywords are retro geometric. And then I've got these guidelines, these literal guidelines, these lines here. If I do that, get rid of whatever this is and get rid of those. There's a limit on how much. Ooh, that's pretty. I'll have to use that one day. Let me put this up here. For right now, though, I'm looking for, there was a lovely pink. That's nice, but that's not what I was looking for. Ooh, I like that, but that's also not what I'm looking for. I was looking for this one. No, it wasn't that one. This one. All right, so I can put this here. I was going to do, I don't want them too small. So then I group those together, double it, and then I don't want it any further encroaching on the screen any more than where those lines are. Learned all this through trial and error. And since this is supposed to be heavily pink, let's just make this pink. Nah, black. I don't know. Make it pink. Why not? Okay. Then I change this to today's date, 14th. Download, make sure it's transparent. Page 8. Done. Oops, no. Enter. Save that into the folders, which I had to create to separate. Oh my gosh, you didn't get to see the whole thing. I'm so sorry. It must have opened another page. I didn't realize you didn't get to see the whole thing. I thought you were watching it with me. So I go down here and I'm going to add it. And voila. There we go. So now I have an overlay. All right, nails. These are my black nails, different kinds. I could do just the crazy long. I could do the 80s with the white stripes. This one is kind of it's like a French, but the main part is black but matte, and then the top is shiny. There's this great glittery one here. The pearl one wouldn't work. I think I'll just do a basic. I'll just do a basic. Brands of the nails. The nails are all different kinds. All different kinds. And then I bought these containers to keep them in. And so when I get nails, I have to take them out, and then I pull out the sizes that I use, and then they actually sit in here in a particular order. The different sizes sit in, so I can quickly pull them out and use them. Well, thank you, Faye. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, some of you were saying you should take some time off. Well, you may get your wish, but that is not today. Today I'm feeling fine. So let's just do a nice. Let's just do the sort of fakeish. No, actually, I'm not even in the mood for that. I just want. Let's just do basic, nice, just a nice shiny black. Just a nice shiny black. All right, so I've got that. This. Oh, these must be part of a different set. All right, that's probably the pinky, and then there's this. Oops, pick that up. It's for the small. And I know, because I was using this set with the rose ones. I love these. Whoops, I've had these for a long time. But it's not. I don't have a full set of them, so I actually was stealing from this other plain set. But now I need them back. There, that'll work. So anyway, I'm worried about my health, but I'm also, I am vaccinated, and so the real worry is my parents, especially my mother, who, like I said, has COPD. And if you hear her when she even climbs a set of stairs, it's not great. So anyway, I saw when I got on that there was news from Sinema. I didn't see any news this morning. Did I see that correctly? Is this woman saying she wants to run for president in 2024? Because I could use a laugh. I don't know, Elector Storm, but she woke up with fever and chills, and that she's never sick. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Holly, in France. So, oh, I like that. Takes so little to make me happy. All right. Yeah, see how, but who knows? Maybe we'll be fine. Maybe. That would be great. And I did grab a protein shake. I've only had a sip of it. And I've got a protein bar here that I haven't had any of. And I haven't taken my pills yet this morning, which is not good. But here we are. Okay. Diane Walker says, no, she won't make it. Oh, thank you, guys. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry. You have COPD. Frida Smet says, Sinema will have one vote, her own. Well, thank you, Spiral Eye. Yeah, I know. Some people really don't like the super long nails. But I'm on 365 days of the year. Gotta shake it up. I appreciate you guys listening to me. SB Third Eye says, your mom should qualify for monoclonals if she develops any symptoms. Good. Thank you. Diane Walker says, this Mercury retrograde is starting to get to me. Yeah. Spiral Eye, nothing against the long ones. This was just a nice change. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So then this becomes an issue. These little tabs, I have to be very careful making sure they go in the trash, because you just end up with a random one that the vacuum will like pick up or put over somewhere else. And yeah. But anyway, so I told you I put the outlet in back all the way back to that story. I put that outlet in the bathroom / kitchen. Yeah. Green light. Got the green light on it. So it's getting power. It's fine. I turned the breakers back on. Green light. Good to go. Turned on my kettle. Nothing. Microwave. Nothing. Okay. Well, maybe it just needs to be reset. First time use. So reset it. Nope. It's getting power. But I went through all of that this morning and nothing. So I have to get another one. Joanne Autumn, would you consider an Amazon wish list? Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Spiral Jetty says, I'm eating lunch at my desk and accidentally typed my chat comment into my worksheet. Thank you. So, Colleen, try resetting it. It's really, really hard. That's how we fixed our ovens. I'll keep poking at it. I tried really, a couple times, and my father was there. So it may be the breaker inside's faulty or something. So I have to get another one. And until then, luckily, I did get a new refrigerator. Not for mini fridge. It's a little mini thing. And I've been keeping that one out in the hallway here until I got everything sorted out in there. So luckily, I got my almond milk and, whatever's in there. As I often put the lipstick I'm wearing in the handle you pull to get the standing desk to go up and down. It's like a cup. It's not all the way through. So I will often keep the lipstick I'm wearing just sitting over there in that little area. And this is yesterday's lipstick. All right. So I'll just put this over here for right now. Yeah, I thought, oh, and these are from yesterday too. The red and the blue. Red long, blue long. Black. So, here we are. Okay. Move this out of the way. I don't know if this would help anybody, but just in case, it's something to consider. It's really, here, I'll show you. You blow the air out. You put this in, you hit the button, and you pull this in, pull the air in through your mouth, and you hold it to really let the oxygen get in your system. So you go. There we go. Whew, very refreshing. It's good to have, like I said, especially if you have someone in the house who has COPD, or people who might have something happen to them where they're going to have a little trouble getting some air in until the paramedics get here. I mean, the good news is, my parents are smart. There's a big hospital like straight down the road. I mean, it's a ways down the road, but it's right there. So, Sparrow, I've never seen that before. It's boost oxygen. Very pure. And yeah, I buy them packs of 3. Highly recommend it. Just having it around. And it weighs nothing. And they have to tell people, it even says on here somewhere, it's like, this doesn't, just because it doesn't weigh anything doesn't mean there's no oxygen in it. So I do all my shopping through Amazon. So I just go to Amazon. I don't have a car, so I just do it. I just go to Amazon. I get my groceries through that. I get everything through that. And I've talked before how I've got I pay off my credit cards every month, or my credit card every month. So I got an Amazon Prime credit card, so I get cash back, and I save that up throughout the year, and so I have money for Christmas. Since, well, I'm doing it all through the one thing anyway, so there you go. How do you know when it's empty? It will probably stop. The hand will probably stop working. Have a great day, Colleen. How long does the canister last? Well, it says up to 201 second inhalations. It's 95% pure. So. Saw something. Yeah, it's 95%. Yeah, you can get it in flavors. Just get the plain. just get the plain. There's no taste. It's just air. But it's really good air. All right. So that's what's going on. Rhonda Cox says Jeff Bezos should thank you. I live before here. I lived in where I'm living now, because I'm in the Chicago suburbs. I can get things quickly sometimes too. which is really can be really helpful. I also have, but I also signed up for DoorDash, and I'll probably use that later to see if I can get some tests more quickly. I'd ordered some from Amazon, but they're not going to be here for a while. So anyway, all right. Sinema. Sinema wants to run for president, huh? Really? Debba says, I've had Prime for a while. My husband reads a lot and free shipping is good. Oh yeah. That's where I was talking on the other live stream yesterday about decluttering at the speed of life. That's available. That's free in Prime reading. So if you've got Amazon Prime, you can get that. It's really good. So here we are. And I'm just I'm going to get some vitamin D. I have lots of vitamin C. I have lots of buffered vitamin C every day. I'll have to get some vitamin D, maybe some zinc or something. And just in case I get sick, I'll just kind of set things up so I have to do as little as possible. So, and as long as the kitties are happy, what else matters? Mockingbird, what president was that in the news? You guys were talking about it. Is that what's going on? Sinema's talking about being running for president. Was that the thing? You guys tell me. Um, 47. Electors Storms, I saw it on Twitter. When you, here's a bit of grammar trivia for you. When you put a question mark with an exclamation point at the end of a sentence, there's a name for that. It's called, I kid you not, an interrobang. That's what it's called. I just put two of them at the end of that. Sinema for president, interrobang. So just for funsies, Sinema for president. Kristen Sinema for president. This will distract me. We'll just cover these up. Other projects I got going that need some blank space. Okay. And thank you guys for putting up with everything today. I really appreciate it. I really needed to talk. Is she really that delusional? Sinema for president. Kristen Sinema for president. Rosetta B says the right must really be stuffing her pockets. Yeah. I'm amazed her head can clear the door. Oh, someone started the tweet as a joke. Pink says, anytime, little sis, you are awesome. Thank you. She's allowing theft of votes, theft of legislative stuff. She's allowing the Republicans to have power. Good, Sandy Miller, you got your coffee. Good. Please enjoy it for me. I don't have a working coffee pot because the outlet doesn't work. All right. Knight of Swords, Hermit. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Six of Wands. I don't even think it's real. Or if somebody was floating this idea to see what kind of response she'd get, This would be her trying, that's her in general, just trying to look heroic and important, and the legislative stuff is swords. She's given so much to the Republicans, far-right communication, far-right victories because of her. Mockingbird says looks like a little trolling by the far right. It could be, but also she's given a lot of power to them. Taylor B, ding ding ding. Ooh, Elector Storm says I read it on Twitter, so it was probably someone from her camp. You're probably right. Yeah, politicians do that all the time. Just put something out just quietly. We'll just see what kind of response we get. And then it goes really, really badly, and they're like, oh, I didn't have anything to do with that. Nine of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands, Temperance. No, this is just a big no. Okay. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you for being here. Running, or NH says her speech on the House floor today was sickening because it was an act. Yep. Okay, I need to actually pull down some positive energy here and connect. And bless all of you. Bless all of you from the tops of your heads to the tips of your toes. Okay. Kristen had some great headlines today. See, I just kind of went into I just drew down the energy, went into kind of an alpha state, and now it's like words. House Republican who voted to impeach Trump is quitting. New York GOP Representative John Cato announced he will not seek re-election. Next thing was, I agree with Jamie Raskin here. I hope this arrest and this prosecution will shut up those of our colleagues who keep saying, if it was a conspiracy, where are the conspiracy charges? And if it was seditious, how come there are no sedition charges? Because that goes along with, there was something down here about the arrogant toddlers. There we go. JMB was asking about will the arrogant toddlers be charged with seditious conspiracy? And if you're like, who are the arrogant toddlers? Think like, what's a nicer word for arrogant? And what are male toddlers called? Boys. That's who that is. So let's look at 54. Let's look at, will the arrogant toddlers be charged with seditious conspiracy? Because last I saw it was 11 of the oaf creepers were charged yesterday. Thank you, Deb. Here's something toward a new outlet. Oh my gosh, feel for you. Suffered major electrical myself a couple of months ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. Man. Oh, thank you, Citarina. So 50, 55. Will the Proud Boys be charged? Will the arrogant toddlers be charged with seditious conspiracy too, like the oath creepers? Thank you, Marby. Thank you. There are more sedition charges coming. Feels like it, but let's see. The devil, talking about deep, deep corruption. 4 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Magician, Judgment, 7 of Cups. Oh, this is them standing up to do something. Judgment, but there's some confusion here. I'm not sure what the confusion is. Have a great day, Disrac. Proud Boys. Will the Proud Boys be charged? Seditious conspiracy. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Knight of Cups. All right. All right, moving forward. King of Swords. Strength. All right, prosecutors. Strength, okay? Queen of Cups. All right. That could be that could be the January 6th committee. It could be Biden's DOJ. Fool. Their communications. They were very foolish with their communications. Oh, working backwards. Yeah. I wouldn't get too comfy. And maybe a knock at the door. Wow. So, Jamie Raskin, bless him. Bless him and bless his son. Bless his family. Jamie Raskin was saying, I hope, because he was talking about the oath creepers. 5830. He was saying that he hopes this will end his colleagues from saying, well, if it was seditious, how come there are any sedition charges? Okay, is this going to do anything to help that, or to help the argument, to help the stupidity? I know. Likelihood, very small, but let's try. Oh, Alicia Marie, 2 more days till I hit 22. Oh, happy early birthday. All right, is this going to help at all? Oh, Lindy Sands, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. King of Pentacles. All right. Can these far right nut jobs just go back to being the self-centered, money-grubbing Republicans we grew to know so well and despise with a passion? The 5 of, so they're always trying to make waves and cause trouble, and they're always trying to confuse the issue, and Yeah, they're just going to keep trying to confuse the issue. Maybe it'll help a little, but eh. Oh boy. All right. At 1 hour 30 seconds. Oh, this made me crazy. I read this morning. So, Russia, breaking. U.S. intelligence says Russia has prepared a false flag operation to invade Ukraine. Also, what I was reading, actually, that isn't what I read this morning. What I read this morning was there has been a massive cyber attack on Ukraine. Putin's just, he's, Lucien, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Russia. So you're just going to keep playing this game, huh? Planning a false flag operation, cyber attacks. Italian friend says he's evil incarnate. He has the energy of a serial killer, so he just walks up to that brink. To the brink, back. To the brink, back. To the brink, back. Oh, toe hanging in the air at the brink. Pushing, 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 pushing. 3 of wands. This is throwing whatever he can at the wall. What sends out, try this, try this, try this. More plans. He has so much money. What do you need Ukraine not being in NATO for? I mean, seriously. I have a sinking feeling. This is a government. This feels like the Ukrainian people. But they're right there. I'm not seeing a tower. Putin. Go back to your $1 billion house or whatever and live the rest of your life. Maybe he's afraid if he just goes on with his life that the new government will eventually come after him. They should, but Jolie says Putin's poking the bear. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Putin. Really? How tall is he? Does anybody know? Because I'm 5'4". My understanding, isn't he 5'4"? Something like that. Because I was just thinking, the only thing we see eye on is the fact that we're the same height. Yeah, that's about it. Mel Broussard said, Linda G said she saw Putin running away. Let's hope it's from Ukraine. Yeah, please. Government. Diane B. Proud Boys. Zachary Johnson arrested today in Florida. What for? Do you know? Hillary SK saying, Pootie is 2 feet tall. Oh boy. New indictment just unsealed. Nice. this, what it feels like is Ukraine is ultimately going to be protected. It's what it feels like. Mel Broussard says Putin is 5'7". Huh. He doesn't look it. Thank you. This feels like Ukraine's going to be okay, but there might be something that comes along here, but there's all this threat of chaos. But this fear kind of moves away. Could this be their end? But could this be their dream of ending their a potential joining of NATO? Let me double check. Velma's Mama says Putin was called Stubbs at the KGB. Oh, Michael Grant had the same thing. Jeanette says Putin 5'7" with lifts and issues. Oh yeah, the picture of him on a horse, shirtless. Put a shirt on. Nobody wants to see that. Seriously. Putin in Ukraine, boy, I think he's not going to give up. He's just going to push. Marjorie Lar says, or delaying NATO for Ukraine for now. Yeah. Hanged Man. Hello, Chad. Page of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Fool. I'm getting back and forth, and I'm getting Ukraine being okay, but I'm just getting this. We're suspension, but bully, but Ukrainian people, but fool, but and Putin's quote unquote dynasty, his power in the middle. That's all I'm getting. Oh, Diane B has information about the Proud Boy arrest. 8 counts. Indicted with Dion, is it Rojewski? Mostly related to civil disorder, entering restricted buildings, weapons, and assaulting officers. Oh, jeez. Lovely human beings. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. A bit more of this. So, Mel had a question. Let's look at Mel's question. At 109. Will the forged slate of electors documents be tied to Trump's plan to overturn the 2020 election? So basically, will it, because Meadows was saying, they have Meadows on record saying something like, love it, I love it, or something. Electoral documents. Is that going to go back to Trump's plan? Because the thing is that it's easy, the way he sets things up and says things, he sets it up so he has, in theory, some kind of plausible deniability. But the reality is that man micromanages like nobody's business. Toxic Mom said, you mean Meadow Muffin Mark? Yes. Oh, Diane B even has the case number. Thank you. Hey, Coop, I don't know how you handled the energy. I feel like I just got blindsided by it. I wasn't trying to tune in at all. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get to 12 questions today, Love Shalou. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'll be back tomorrow. So, I better make this. The forged slate of electors documents be tied to Trump's plan to overturn the 2020. Basically, is it going to be tied back to Trump? And you know he would throw Mark Meadows under the bus in a heartbeat. Oh, it was all his idea. He must have done this on his own. I had nothing to do with it. Please. Julie S. I wonder what Putin does in his downtime. I don't know. Make kitten slippers? Ace of Pentacles. The plan. The Republican. I have an idea. This is the plan. Let's start the plan. Blah, 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 blah. Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Committee. If it is, the committee's going to get to it. Oh, they have information. Oh, there's a burden of information that can be carried into a courtroom. I think there are going to be ties back to Trump world directly. And about Trump himself, but certainly people who fight for Trumpian, authoritarian, Nazi-ish values. Man. So, any chance I can link it right back to Rumpled Thin Skin himself? Oh, there's so much they can link back to Trump. So many, multiple witnesses of everything Trump did. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This is the Republicans trying to say, I'm not talking to you, I'm not doing the thing, I don't care. That's the committee and the DOJ and whatever else it takes, and they win. So there's a chance here. But we know Mark Meadows knew about this, that he was told about this. So at least that's my understanding. How expensive is the oxygen? I honestly don't remember. Hillary SK says, happy first day of Mercury retrograde. Don't overreact to stuff. Yep. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. It's not smoking if you got them, because you don't do that anymore. But eat chocolate if you've got it. It is. Oops. Copy. It is. It's not cheap. The oxygen for a single canister is $17. For a single, there's the link, and you can get a 2-count, 5-count, or something like this. 5-count for $69.95. There. For what it's worth. With my mom having COPD, I figured, it doesn't go bad. So I figured, why not just have it? Okay. And the internet's going weird. Oh well. Okay, what is next here? 116. Dan Walker had a question. How many dark secrets does Joe Manchin have? Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Ooh, there you go. Diane Walker says Saturn leaves Biden's chart, or I guess what it's affecting on January 19th. So hopefully things will start getting easier for him. People will be able to see more of the good job he's doing. Hopefully. Thank you, guys. So at 1630, what kind of dark secrets does Joe Manchin have? A lot, a little, a few, none. What dark secrets does Joe Manchin have? What kind of dark secrets does Joe Manchin have? Page of Pentacles. Might be more his kids than him, but let's see. Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I'm getting what you'd expect. Realistically, I'm not getting devil, devil death stuff. I'm getting, I hate to say it, I hate to generalize, but I read on politicians every day. And I find the ones who really are on the straight and narrow to be in the minority. It's just, and I'm not saying that means that they're heinous human beings. I'm saying they're trying to, fill their own pockets, pad their own nests, find answers to make their delicate, tiny little egos feel better because, their mom was mean to them. I'm getting he's on the sort of bad end of the scale, but he's not Trump level. So okay. On 1930. Karen had a question. Are Manchin and Sinema being paid to obstruct Biden's agenda? If they're taking Republican money, then yeah. But knowingly, like, hey, I've got this great thing, and maybe you could slow down the radical left, this crazy left-wing president we've got. You should do that. Here's a check for your campaign. So 3 for Sinema, 3 for Manchin. started to snow. It's quite pretty. There's flurries. Manchin. This side, Manchin more knowingly. Oh, thank you, Velva's mama. Maybe 2018? I started in 2018. Thank you. Big hug. Pink, that's one for the magic 8 ball. Yeah. Strength. The things politicians do most often is try to raise money, which is the main thing we need to stop. And but good luck with that. No, right now Manchin's drinking her own Kool-Aid. And she's just glad she's just happy taking the money, but she thinks she's in the right. Basically, no one has to pay her to be as awful as she's being. Manchin. Yes, Lonnie. Overturn Citizens United. Manchin. Page of Cups, 3 of... he's been a politician for a long time in this roughly the same place, and he listens to business, and for all his talk about the coal miners, he's definitely more on the side of the owners than the miners. Because that's really what it comes down to. It's like, oh, you're for big coal, huh? You're for all right. Well, are you for the miners? Are you for the owners? Because there's a difference. As much as the owners will tell you there isn't, oh, but there is. Pink, look at all those ones. Yes. All right. Okay. 123 and a bit. Okay, Coop wants to know about the Supreme Court. Will Biden do anything about the Supreme Court? Will seats be added? Judges removed? Something. Anything? Bueller? Work with me here. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Supreme Court, huh? I don't get good energy on the Supreme Court. As in, energy we would like. Well, Biden, we doing something about the Supreme Court here? Maybe kind of something? Lonnie Ann says, seats added? It's definitely tilting to the right. But there's something unstable. Yeah. He's called I Like Beer. 8 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. strength. Boy, they're the far right. They are coming for democratic ideas. Truth and strength. Michael Grant says Biden can't do much co-equal branch of government thing. Well, but there was talk about adding more. FDR either succeeded or tried. Biden and the Supreme Court. Let's look at Biden and the Supreme Court. Just in general. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got far right justices. They are not trying to be subtle. 2 of Wands. Judgment. 9 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Card fell. Hold, please. Where did you go? Oh, Knight of Cups. Their shadow docket where they will or won't take things has been very far to the right, but there's judgment. There are 9 justices. That's 9 cups. That's 9 in a row, all sitting right there. Women's rights being hemmed in, but this is a new justice coming in, a new left-wing justice coming in at some point. That's all I'm picking up. Oh, Alexis, thank you. I was having such a bad day, and you guys have been so kind. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. I was talking to Sarah briefly before I came on. She's able to at least sit up and talk a bit. Not for long, but a little bit. And she was telling me, okay, I'm going to give you this information, and this is what the doctor said. I should be taking this much vitamin C and this much vitamin D, and this is, and I'm going to help you any way I can. And she said, and if it comes to it, maybe one day, if you do become ill, I'll go on with you, and I'll pull cards, and you can sit there, and you can go, or as I try to pull cards for you. She's so sweet. So, oh, Pink, my laptop is being glitchy today, or I'd be giving you a rainbow of all the hearts and flowers. Thank you, Pink. Kevin, hey, Kevin. The GFCIs are not always configured the same depending on the brand. Before you get another, you might try switching the 2 black wires because only one is responsible for sending power downstream. Thank you. I will give that a try. Supplements. I'll have to dig up the. Let me make a note. Okay, so I have to find out about the supplements, and then once you have, says Kevin, leave it out of the box and test it with the breaker on. Test it with the breaker on. Okay. Thank you. All right, let me actually, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna see if I can, I really need that. I'm gonna try to grab, let me refresh this page. I want to grab that out of the chat before it disappears. This is huge. Thank you. Charles Bartholomew, before you switch the black wires around, turn the breaker off first. Well, yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm big on being extra safe. Okay, Kevin, responsible for sending power downstream. Okay, let me grab that, put this over here. This is really important, guys. I'm sorry. I I really need electricity. Okay, and the baby that got sick is okay. Was in the hospital but got out. So, okay. Once you have, leave it out of the box and test it with the breaker on. Okay. And I know you have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff. Thank you for taking the time to let me know. Yes, Sarah is an angel. She really is great. Sally L, if I can find the information, I'll put it in the I'll put it in as a comment for Sally L. Oh, I'll link to the medical test. Okay, I've made a note. And turn off the power to reinstall, please. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Okay. Yes, Don Gov, it's a multi-info day from me, yes. Pink says, or you could just read out the questions. We could also do a group reading with our own cards. Hey, we'll do something if hopefully I won't, but if I get sick, we might have a week of really creative stuff. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. What a team. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, so where we got down to, well, we actually covered, so far I've covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. That's 8. Yeah, it's respectable considering how late I was getting started. Pink says, heck, I'd even tune in for kitties watching snowflakes. Oh, Boo Boo watching the snow is hysterical. Or anything blowing by. He wants to get it. So. Oh, Kate, if you're trying to learn about tarot, well, let me know. Okay, 134. Let's ask about Rupert Murdoch. Ugh. We read on the nicest people. Okay, Rupert Murdoch, him or his sons, whichever one's being the jerk. Sorry. Joanne, thank you. Here's to the team. Thank you. Aw. Betty says we can have a pray day for the country and for each other. I like that. So, Murdoch. And I'm not even pick a Murdoch. 135. When will Rupert Murdoch's reign of extreme right-wing misinformation and divisive activities end? I'm just going to put, when will Murdoch's reign? Because it could be, how about the Murdoch's reign of extreme right-wing misinformation and divisive activities end? Oh, the Murdochs. Doxing Mom T with Autumn, count me in. Velma's mom is asking Rupert and Putin colliding. No, because you put Rupert and Putin colluding. Okay, so I've got it backwards. Jolie says we could all use our cards in the chat, have a tarot reading party helping Autumn out. You know, I can have up to 9 people on the screen. Letting you guys know. Myself, 8 of you, up to 8 of you. 6 of Cups. Yeah, this is us in the real world. The Murdochs. Kate, please sign me the heck up. Cool. Linda, do you ever take Boo Boo out to play in the snow on a kitty leash? No. And I am only laughing because I'm trying to imagine his reaction. I mean, I'd be tempted to take Alfie, Pumpkin, out on a leash someday. But he so wants to just be out on his own. It's better if I just keep that door closed. Faye. Excuse me. I want to learn about tarot also. I just don't have any yet. I don't know what to get. Well, the good thing to start with is just the basic deck. And there's a link right underneath the questions. It's this exact deck. It's about $20. And in the US. And this is, it's where most people start, and it's a good place to start. I love this deck. Yeah, links right there under today's deck it's right under the questions. So. Murdochs, far right wing, feeding the cult. But all of this gathered together, all of this attention gathered together, converted to money, to the institution, which is the Murdoch business. That's where we are. Thank you. Now, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, cats on leashes is a whole thing. Some cats are fine with it, but other cats, and any cat I've ever had, every time we try to put one of our cats on a leash, when we were traveling or something, or, if we had some reason, put them on a leash, they'd get like, okay, put them on the ground in this leash, and then just like hunch down like this and stare at us like, what have you done to me? It's just a leash. I'm just keeping you safe. Or it burns, scratch, 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 scratch. Yeah. Thank you, Taylor B. And Kelpie says mine falls over. Yes, Pink, I will not be restrained. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Okay, that's where we were. So part 2 of this is at 140. Part 2. So what's going to happen to the Murdoch dynasty, the right-wing Murdoch? Teresa Ford says, our cat hates her leash. Dead cat. Can't legs at all. such brats, and I so love them. Okay. Murdochs. Murdochs, 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 Murdochs. Why have I got a lack of money for the reading? Maybe suddenly, after a while, it doesn't make them enough money? Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Hermit. Nine of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Wow. They're going to take a hit. The whatever right-wing side of whatever they've got going on, it's going to take a hit. It's going to be scrutiny. The way evidence, the way that they were pushing such right-wing stuff, legal worry, out in the cold, lack of money. I did not see this coming. I wouldn't have remotely expected them to be held accountable for anything. So, that's what I'm getting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And now people are trying to help each other, choosing tarot decks. You guys are so wonderful. This is the best community. Just the best community. You guys are awesome. All right, 142.30. Oh, grief. There's a select committee. 143.30. How safe is it going to be for poll workers? Not just in my state. There's a special election March 8th in Florida. I always enjoyed working all elections in the past. And bless you. This is from Chomby Cat. Chomby Cat? I'm sorry. And thank you so much for doing that, for working the elections. Thank you. So, how safe is it going to be for poll workers? Masks, gloves if you can, wash your hands. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. How safe is it going to be? Four of Wands. Well, they're not on the right. They're not making it easy to be a poll worker, considering how much they're attacking them. King of Swords, Chariot. Well, the Supreme Court came back and said that Biden's mask mandate can't go into effect for big businesses, but he said the mask mandate for government, at least federal workers, can go into effect. So it might be a state-by-state issue, or with Democratic states doing more. This is all legal stuff. This is people trying to put out their votes. And of course, justice. There's a risk. But if you have to judge how, if you will be comfortable there. If it will be, are people wearing masks? Are people allowed in if they're not? Are people washing their hands? The thing is, Omicron is so transmissible through the air. If there are states where they're just not enforcing anything, you've got to just ask yourself, all right, first of all, what kind of state am I in? What kind of protections are there going to be? Am I safe? Do I feel safe with that? I mean, I'm afraid it's as simple as that. So, Don Gub, thank you. Love your faces. I love your face. Joanne says the way to vote is so antiquated. I know. Okay, I can squeeze in one more. Dienia. That's a beautiful name. The vitamin D in the gel is supposed to be better. Really? Huh. Okay, 147. Mama Bear had a question. And by the way, if I sound like I'm getting stuffy, it's because I haven't had my pill, so I haven't had my antihistamine. I'm not going to get sick the next day. I've got to wait until tomorrow or the day after or anything before anything happens. I just need my antihistamine. I have dust allergies. Steve just got back. You're still here. Oh, yeah. Can't get rid of me. I just keep showing up. All right. Will Maxwell get a new trial? Oh, boy. Well, Maxwell, will Ghislaine get a new trial? Now I could be wrong, but my understanding is that at least one of the jurors who later said that they have had some abuse in their past, that they actually did check yes on the jury paperwork that they had to fill out. So it wasn't like a shock, or somebody wasn't doing their job, because it wasn't a secret, but I don't know. Careful scrutiny. They're going to very carefully go back over. Trust Bartholomew, take another hit of oxygen on him. I might. Justice. Okay. All right. 8 of cups. That's the evidence. 6 of swords. That's going up the river. Is going to prison. 2 of wands. That's communication. 9 of wands. That's worry. Legal worry. Doesn't feel like it. The cards aren't saying. The cards are saying she's. Maybe they'll try to appeal or something, but like throw out the first trial. Oh, Michael Grant says 3 jurors failed to disclose. Okay. I don't actually know. Nine of swords. Nine of wands. 10 of wands. Knight of swords. Ace of pentacles. That could be a new beginning. Hanged man. Suspension. If it was the other way around, I'd say, if it was this, I'd say some kind of law enforcement, law moving forward, a suspension, and then something new. But I've got I've got something new and then suspension. This feels like them cleaning up after the last court case. Aggressive lawyering. Is it possible it's going this way, all toward the center? Let me double check. Doesn't seem like it, but... Well, whatever happens, I have yet to get any kind of reading that says she doesn't end up in prison for a long time. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Page of Cups. Page of Swords. This isn't earth-shattering stuff. I would think. I would think she would get another trial, or she's definitely going to go. She'll definitely go and get an appeal or what have you. I'm just getting cards of it's one way or the other. It's done. Even if she goes back for an appeal or for a whole different trial or whatever, it's just she's done. That's what I'm getting. She's just, it doesn't matter how many times you go back into that courtroom, you're done. You're going to prison for a long time. So, okay. Pink says even Linda G saw her as an old lady with gray hair, still despised by everyone. That I believe. Besides, Linda G's awesome. All right, everybody. It is 2:03 here in Chicago. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll pull myself together. We'll get through this. We're going to get through this together. You can't get rid of me. And I will try to find that information and put it in as a comment later in the day, but I'm not even sure I can find it again, but I'll try. At 4:00, I will be over at Book Art Media to do some live creative sprints. I do believe Sarah's going to be there again today, I hope. At least she's there just for a little while at the beginning, but I think she's doing well. Pink says, but first coffee. Well, I'm going to take Kevin. I'm going to take Kevin's recommendation. I'm going to try that first. So there may be coffee soon. Yay. Yeah, she's getting better. It's just taking a long time. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for listening to me and putting up with me. And thank you, Kate. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. We'll make it work. And Mom will be okay. We'll find a way. Thank you. But I will definitely see you back here tomorrow. All right. So take care. Have a wonderful rest of the day. All the blessings to you. Blessings just pouring down on you. All right. Take care. And I will see you tomorrow.